Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 6, everyone. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. We have a lot to get to in our next half hour, but we want to begin with a special report from the 12 News I-Team, the cost of crisis. Tonight, the I-Team's Erica Stapleton is taking us to the streets near Perry Park that's all along 32nd Street near Thomas Road.
It's where more and more people find themselves living, struggling with homelessness and a lack of shelter beds in Phoenix. Erica?
When I was going 40, it was way faster than I was.
Because I remember thinking the guy was going way too fast to stop in time.
In your opinion, should he have been able to see the pedestrians?
If it was driving at a normal speed, yes.
Witnesses seeing what the driver said he didn't.
All I see is just a shopping cart go up.
Two people crossing 32nd Street on Yale, about a quarter-mile south of Thomas Road.
But you didn't see them prior to the shopping cart, right?
No, I was just going with the, speed of traffic. I didn't even know where they came out of.
The police report shows the driver of the black truck struck and killed Dorothy Dale Chambers and her boyfriend Joseph Gutierrez after dark on April 26, 2022. The pair reportedly lived unsheltered at nearby Perry Park.
We did a welfare check every week, and my niece went to go check on her, and that's how we found out she had been killed, and she was laying in the morgue for 8 days.
Dorothy's sister, Beatrice X. Johnson, said Dorothy chose to stay at the park.
Well, my sister was not a throwaway, neither was Joseph, neither are those people who are in the park. They are human beings.
But her family never anticipated she'd be killed in the road next to it.
We know that my sister did not do nothing wrong. She was just crossing the street.
This intersection at Yale and 32nd Street technically is a crosswalk. There's paint on the road, but when we went by in early August, we saw one sign on the ground and another that appeared to be blocked by leaves. There weren't any lights, and when someone tried to cross during rush hour, cars didn't stop.
We're demanding that they fix that. We're demanding that they make that area better.
The I-Team examined ADOT data from 2018 to 2020, finding dozens of car crashes each year in the 5 blocks by Perry Park. That includes crashes with other vehicles or crashes with pedestrians. Data isn't available yet for wrecks from 2021 or 2022, when more people experiencing homelessness started staying by the park. The busy street, a problem people living in the neighborhood pointed out, and something Phoenix City Council member Carlos Garcia even acknowledged when we toured the park with him in June to talk about homelessness.
We had an unsheltered person unfortunately die last month who was hit by a car right here.
The city's known since at least May 2020, before Dorothy and Joseph died, that 32nd Street between McDowell and Thomas Roads is considered a high-density crash zone. In December 2020, Phoenix put out a call for bids to work on 4 different crosswalk projects across the city, including the intersection at Yale and 32nd Street. City Council approved a contractor to do the work in April 2021, and all 4 signal projects were supposed to be completed by the end of May 2022. But that didn't happen. At the end of July 2022, the contractor requested an extension into September, blaming supply chain issues. The city signed off on the extension, but it's not clear when the work will be done. As of the last day in August, 3 of the 4 projects don't appear to be operational.
I just talked to her and she said, "I love you, little sis."
Families like Beatrice's, mourning lives lost in an instant, while change is in slow motion.
We don't want this to happen to any other family.
So, Erica, the big question is there are so many bad intersections in town, but this particular one, the other day we saw a car slamming into a restaurant near 32nd and McDowell, 32nd and Yale. When will that be finished?
Well, the city just got back to us today, and they don't have an exact answer on the timeline. We're told that there have been delays because of staffing issues and supply chain issues on their end, but they're anticipating hopefully by the end of September.
And Erica, what about the driver in this case?
At this point, the driver is not facing any charges, and police say that crash is still under investigation, which is very hard for Beatrice's family to have to stomach.
Yeah. All right. Great eye-opening series the last 4 days.
Yeah. Thank you. We're going to keep going. So anyone who has, something that we might be able to dig into, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Because we're continuing going through the budget, but definitely people who have been impacted by this.
It's
We
a
definitely wanna
problem,
hear from you.
unfortunately, that's not going away.
No, unfortunately not, but
Yeah.
thank you guys.
And if you missed it on TV, where can you catch it?
On 12 News YouTube channel, the whole series should be posted there. All three of our parts for the series. So
All right.
appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Erica, thanks. Still